Hey everybody! Welcome to ABA Inside Track, the podcast that's like reading in your car, but safer. I'm your host, Robert Perry Cruz, and with me are my fabulous co-hosts.
Hey Rob, it's Diana.
And it's Jackie, coming to you really close today.
Yes, we have a camera that's up close today, because I was too lazy to get the cords all stretched out.
I like it.
I kind of like it too.
Right in.
We're right next to you. This is how I like to sit with people on the couch. If anyone, especially a stranger who's ever sat next to me, I'm like, hello. So I have problems. I'm working on them. But so now I kind of feel more like we're friends.
Oh, good. All right. Well, here at ABA Inside Track, the podcast in which we discuss behavior analytic research, our goal is to be your friend. Well, I mean, I guess it's not really our goal, but it's a nice byproduct of the work that we are doing in terms of disseminating and talking about research in our field. So, for those of you new to the show, our podcast usually comes out every other week with like a full episode that talks about some research articles, like a local journal club kind of visiting you in your radio. But between that, we do these little preview episodes where we tell you the articles that we are going to be discussing, so you have a chance to read them ahead of time. And also, we share some kind of news and updates and whatnots. So let's get our articles done first, shall we?
We shall.
So our two articles for next week are going to be on the subject of AAC, or Augmentative and Alternative Communication?
You got it.
I did?
That's right.
Is that right?
Bing, bing, bing.
Oh my God,
Augmentative and alternative communication.
I've said it wrong like 5 times. We've had a lot of takes. So
Outtake.
I did it. Yeah, I didn't say. Anyway, so the two articles will be effects on communicative requesting and speech development of the picture exchange communication system in children with characteristics of autism by Ganz and Simpson. That's from the Journal of Autism and Developmental Disorders, August 2004. I don't know why I said August. It's just I read it off the page, so the month is irrelevant.
It was
2004.
Summer 2004. It was a hot summer in 2004.
And increasing the vocalizations of individuals with autism during intervention with a speech-generating device by Gevarter, O'Reilly, Kuhn, Mills, Ferguson, Watkins, Sigafoos, Lang, Rojeski, and Lancioni from the Journal of Applied Behavior Analysis, 2016.
Phew.
From spring.
A little less warm. Mild.
So, if you want to read those articles before you listen to us talk about them, please do so. We'll have links up on our website, abainsidetrack.com. Or you can just have listened closely to the video or a preview episode. Apologies for the dark and brightness thing. It's driving me nuts. I don't quite know.
I kind of like it. It's like, are we noir? You know,
If it picked one or the other,
right.
I wouldn't mind. But it's kind
If it was black and white.
Yeah.
It's the back and forth.
And we were smoking those cigarettes that are on little sticks.
And they're really candy cigarettes.
Yeah.
Because smoking is bad for you.
And I had on a turban.
Like Grey Garden style?
Yeah.
Yeah, totally like Grey Garden style. Or, it's not me who got old. It's the pictures that got small.
What's her face?
What's
from,
that
from
line?
Sunset Boulevard.
Yeah, what is it?
I don't know.
You used to be a big star, I think is the feeding line. And the lady goes, I am big. It's the pictures that got small.
That's it, yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
Ready when you are, Mr. DeMille.
I don't know. I don't
That's
know
what
what
they
they're
do.
doing.
That's what they're in the movie.
I still don't know what's
Spoilers
happening.
to this movie from the
Good. It
40s.
was good, yeah.
Okay,
Sunset Boulevard.
Anyway.
cool.
Rent it, and we'll talk about it next week
At
on AB.
Blockbuster.
No.
Just
On
kidding.
Reading Rainbow.
Well, one of the other things we like to do, other than tell you 2 names of articles and then mess around for like 15 minutes, is our errata section, in which we share any emails we got that lay out mistakes. It was originally for mistakes, but most people are nice and don't send us your stupid emails, and they just send us nice emails. So we want to share those.
No, your emails are stupid. He means
No, that we're
your
stupid.
stupid emails.
Your stupid emails.
No, people are usually nice.
Yes,
Yeah.
You
everyone's
don't have
nice.
to be, though.
No, if we did something
We
wrong,
can
let
take
us
it.
know.
Yes, please do. Please do. The feedback is the only way we learn. So
Slowly.
but surely.
It's your ethical obligation.
Someone actually did write a nice comment. Speaking of kind of errata and things we've gotten from the listeners, someone did write a nice comment on one of our episodes on the webpage, telling us that the content was very appropriate for CEs.
Wow,
Which was
that's
very,
nice,
which is
yeah.
very direct. I wasn't quite sure why they put it there, but you know what? It was
Because
really
you
direct.
ask people to do that. That's like part of the CE list.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's why.
No, I understand why they did it. It was just that they commented on the page. I just thought that was like a really,
I like that
just
too.
really nice and direct, and say, hey, all right, you know what? That's good. We don't need long reviews. Sometimes just telling us, you know what, this is what it's selling. They're selling the content that they said. It's just good straightforward feedback. So thank you.
Yeah.
I wish I didn't look at it beforehand. I'm sorry, but I think it was episode 7.
Cool.
Yes.
Trial-based FAs.
Mm-hmm. You can remember those. I lost track.
I got them all.
After 2, I can't keep track of what we're talking about. So, Diana, you also got an email from both a listener and one of the researchers.
Author.
Yes.
So that was nice. So you guys might remember episode 12, which was our research grab bag edition.
I remember it like it was yesterday.
Oh, Wayne's World.
No, but the article that I chose to talk about for that episode was teaching parents to use graduated guidance to teach their children to do yoga asanas. You guys remember that one?
I do.
Because I love yoga.
I know, it was a good article. And the primary author on that article was Deborah Gruber. And she wrote in to let us know that she had listened to that episode and that she felt like we did her article justice. So I greatly appreciate that.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for listening, Deb. And thanks for writing a really cool article. The other nice thing about bringing that up is before too very long, we are going to do a second research grab bag edition. Woohoo!
Yay!
Yeah, so we chose to do episode 12 the first time around, sort of just kind of, that's how it ended up.
Mm-hmm.
But we figured, well, it's not a 10, but it is a dozen, so we'll just do every 12th episode moving forward as a research grab bag. So
every carton of eggs.
Yeah, exactly.
Baker's dozen's 14.
I think that's 13.
It's 13.
Because I knew that from Parenthood with Steve Martin, that movie.
Yes, and Keanu Reeves.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Was he in a different movie that was also called something about a dozen?
Maybe.
Cheaper by the dozen.
Cheaper by the dozen.
That's
remake.
actually what I'm talking
Yeah.
about. The Parenthood movie is probably too sophisticated.
Oh, gotcha. Oh, okay, yeah.
That's funny.
Okay.
Anyway, so when we get to episode 24, we will do a research grab bag episode, or number 2.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
And also, if you find that you have heard about our show and you realize we've talked about one of the articles that you were a part of, please feel free to email in. I know one of the things that I enjoy sometimes when we've had guests on in the past is when they give us anecdotes about the development of the research.
It's my favorite part.
Because especially if you've read a lot of research, you kind of, I know what to expect here. I'm going to skim the participants. I can look at the results. Where's the graph? That's what I'm looking at. And there's always that question of, how'd they do that part? What did that look like? I know I'm always left with that sense of, I feel like I could replicate this, but I'd be missing some component. And I love hearing those little stories about, we thought of this because kid was sick that day, so we changed some tiny variable, and that's what we did
or the evolution of how did you get to this end product research project. Because in many cases, there are probably some pilot studies that happened beforehand that didn't get published that would give us some insight as to the whole process.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, so please let us know either on the Facebook page, ABA Inside Track on Facebook, on Twitter, and abainside@gmail.com. One of the other emails we've been getting a lot of
We've gotten a lot of them
in relation to Jackie and her Tiny Pocket ethics. I guess it's not a cheat sheet. That doesn't sound good with ethics, but your ethics reference, your Tiny Pocket ethics reference.
It's your very own
sheet.
Jiminy Cricket.
Yes. So we're going to put not a video. We're going to put a picture of the Pocket Ethical Code on the website and on the Facebook.
We can do that.
Right?
Yep.
Just so you can see what it looks like. But mind you, I can't make them for you, and we can't sell them to you because it's not ours to sell. It's copyrighted by the BACB. So all you need to do is go to the BACB website or type in BACB ethics, hit enter. Should be the first thing that pops up. Choose your desired language. I chose English. And then it comes up as a PDF. And if you go to the print function, in most computers, for a PDF, there'll be a booklet button. Hit the booklet button and then hit 4 to 1 page. So that means they'll print out the full page of the BACB ethical guidelines, but it'll be a small version.
How many pages is it?
I think it's 24.
Okay.
But it turns into 12 if you do that. or something like that.
6.
6, something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't do math. And then what you do is cut them all out, and then what you do is take page 1 and flip it over and put page 2 together and then laminate them so that you can flip back and forth with them.
So you end up with 12 little size laminated sheets.
Yeah. And then what I did is just hole punch the corners of each of them and put a little ring around it so that you can keep them together, keep them in your pocket.
Mm-hmm. We like the ethics guidelines, so we put a ring on it.
Yeah. And I mean, it's really nice because then no one can say that they never can access the code and the guidelines.
You keep them on your keys.
Because you can keep on your keys, you can keep them in your pocket.
Put it on your belt loop. Just really
Yeah, you can make them into earrings.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you could make them into earrings too.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
like
that would
half
hurt
and half.
so bad though when you like reference it.
Yeah.
Well, you take them out. You take them out.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
okay.
so I can't make them for you, and I also can't sell them to you because that would be illegal and unethical. But you can make them yourselves. So I'll show you a copy of what they look like. And if you have any other questions, you can make them. They make great birthday present gifts, graduation gifts,
Stocking stuffers.
stocking stuffers if it's Christmas.
So Jaggy, ethically, we're not allowed to accept gifts.
Right.
Can we accept a free copy in tiny format with a ring on it of the guidelines?
If it's not specifically for you, so I make it for every student in my class after they've taken the final and after they've done the course eval, so it's not contingent on anything. So they're no longer technically my students.
If you did that, would it cause some sort of a time paradox and implode the universe?
What?
We don't know until we try.
Okay.
I mean, it seems unlikely.
You know, I don't know.
I don't know anything about
being
that.
unethical and giving someone something ethical sounds like a real
I get it now.
Yeah.
I totally.
the
I was
black
like,
hole will
I don't
form.
understand what's happening. And I didn't show you my face because I was like, I don't know what that means. Paradox. I don't know.
Yeah.
But so I make sure that
Space-time continuum.
Yeah, I don't
Flux capacitor.
No, I have no idea. But I know that they are no longer my students,
Mm.
and they're no longer in my ethics class. So they have taken the exam, they have done the course evals, and then this is the final end product, so I know that they can read it at all times.
Okay. And if I will try to make a video of at least the first couple steps of the process and then put that on the website and the Facebook page.
Cool.
If I remember to do that, which I may not. But you have Jackie's description.
Yeah,
if
it's
not.
pretty easy.
Yeah.
You
It
guys
took-
can handle it.
It takes very few little times, and then you can get into it when you're like laminating. You're like, ooh, I'm laminating, and then it's like fast.
Nice.
Great. Well, I think that's all we have for our errata section. Thanks everyone for watching or for listening to the episode. We'll be back next week with our full-length episode on AAC. In the meantime, please feel free to check out our Facebook page. You can like it. You can comment on any of the cool links that I know Diana has been working really hard to post.
I'm so good at that. Holy moly.
We've had a lot of people sharing either posts that we've put up or our episodes. So if you've been sharing or commenting or reacting is the new thing, thank you very much. It's
Keep
really,
sharing.
really awesome when we
thanks,
check out the
guys.
site and we look at and see that there are new faces, new names, people that we don't personally know who are sharing our
Yeah, right.
our work. It's
Not my mom.
really cool. It is really cool to get that. On the same note, if you have not if you have not written a review for our show on iTunes with any feedback, we really appreciate it. Not just as a way to get the podcast out to more people and to let more people know about behavior analysis, but also because it is a really great way for us to get feedback as a podcast that does give CEs, as far as we know, the only one that does that. So any feedback is appreciated because we're kind of on novel ground here.
Right, and it's, I think, a responsibility
Yes.
to have feedback.
It's been tough because we're supposed to get feedback. I know conferences, they sort of, you have to hand in the feedback before you leave and get your CEs. So how to make people do that before we send them CEs seems like a real pain. So we haven't been forcing anyone to do that. But
A lot of people have been.
People
No,
often
people
do
have,
when they
yeah.
email. They include some of that information too. So
Yes.
keep doing that. We love getting emails as well.
yes, and you can email us at abainsidetrack@gmail.com. Forgot it for a second. All right, well, that's it. That's it for now. We'll see everyone here next week for our full-length episode. But until then, keep responding. Bye!
Bye.
Here, Jack, let's go out.